Good morning. I wouldn't normally go on YouTube in my pajamas while sitting on my bed. It looks really bare behind me as well, doesn't it? I've got plants, but they're in my eye line, so I can wake up and feel the joy. Anyway, I've had quite an amazing morning. I've got some amazing friends that all offer me different guidance and tips as I go through my life. And so, Polly, thank you. This is a shout out to you. With the whole perimenopause, and I just felt like I'm doing all the right things nutritionally, I'm getting out in the fresh air, so why am I still having this anxiety? What's going on? And I just felt like there was something, an emotional something that I needed to let go of, and maybe that would unlock and shed whatever it is that's going on. And I've got my journal, let me grab it, which is always generally beside my bed so that I can sit and journal in my cozy, safe space. I need my glasses, and these are probably wonky. I've got glasses that are just off the shelf all over the house so that I can grab them and read when I need to. So the things that Polly sent me, it explained that different things, so anxiety, fear, sadness, and there was something else as well that I can't remember, it's on my phone, I can't look at, and how they made you feel physically. And yesterday I was like, I've got acid reflux because I can kind of feel this lump here, and I'm sure I googled it when I thought I had it before, and I was like, okay, so the anxiety, which I've talked about before, the anxiety makes my tummy go tight because you need to rest to digest. And because when you're anxious, you're not rested, you're a bit tightened. So then you get tummy pain and then acid reflux and all these other things that come from that. So that sort of made sense to me. Annoying, but I was like, right, I need to get rid of that. But actually, this thing that I read, sadness, lump in the throat. And I was like, oh my God, it's sadness. What am I sad about? And so I got my journal out and just wrote. And sadness is the end of a chapter, the end of an era. And I know I've never really struggled with periods and flooding and all of those issues. I've been quite lucky, and I've always quite enjoyed it. It's felt quite cathartic to sort of clear out and empty and then begin anew. And so to lose that is a tinge of sadness. I think there's grief as well. There's also, I didn't even realise this, I've got fear, and I just wrote down of being barren, of being dried up, wrinkly, old, perhaps unattractive, unwanted. And again, on the surface, I'm really excited about my son not needing me as much anymore, so I can travel to places that he's not interested in going to. I can backpack, I can be away longer. And I've got this empty nest bucket syndrome list of things that when I'm no longer needed, I've got lots to look forward to. So I'm really surprised. It really caught me off guard that these are feelings that I've got bubbling under the surface that I have never acknowledged. I also think that there's grief. And again, what's interesting, and we were chatting about this earlier, that when my son finished primary school to move to high school, everybody said to me, oh, he's going to now change. He's going to turn into a teenager. He's not going to talk to you. He's going to withdraw, be in his bedroom, all of those typical characteristic traits. And actually, so he's in his third year of high school now, and he's not done any of those things. He's still very much my wingman, and I adore him. So none of that came true, but I grieved and found that ending really powerful and sad, and none of it's come true. And I wonder if actually the same has been with this menopause chat, and everybody says to me what awful menopause they've had, that sort of the between chapters, the ending of one and the starting of another, has been really difficult, and the transition's been really horrible. And I've only ever heard negative issues around it, not the blessing and the nurturing and the things that we can embrace moving forwards with it. And again, when I was pregnant, the only pregnancy stories you hear are the horror stories where they needed stitches and all the horrible things that can go on. Whereas there are lots of lovely pregnancies and labours. So maybe if you're listening this far, watching this far, comment on the nice things that have happened in menopause or that transition, and the things that we can embrace and look forward to. Maybe we need to become more positive in how we talk and be mindful of that for other people, so that we don't lay our negative stories onto them and that expectation. So I've had a right big sob this morning. Hopefully I've let go. I feel lighter. It's fascinating. I have used my CBD balm on my middle, just where my rib cage joins. It's in that little centre there, which I think is the solar plexus, but I think it's also sort of the heartburn issue centre. So I've just massaged that in, and so far I feel calm, I feel light. So yes, thank you to Polly for illuminating that I didn't even think was something that needed to be illuminated. So yes, let's go from motherhood to barrenhood in a very positive take, rather than it being a negative take. Have a good day, and get in touch, please. Subscribe. We need to subscribe, because then I can start going live, and share the love and not the negatives is what I'm taking from today. Chat soon.